You come in your house or your office or whatever, and you got your goal plastered on the wall. You got to keep that there. But when you go to your cell phone and that daily task, that's the warm up. That's the practice. Ooh. Oh, this is what you got to do. You got to do this. You got to do that. That's what I'm doing daily that I have to focus on. But at the same time, I cannot lose sight of my goal. So you got to have a good balance of each.
The nails in his hand, they put the nails in his feet. He let them beat on his body. You did it for you and for me. Look at the glory of God. The heavens declaring he's sweet. Who won the box with the Lord? The enemy's out of his league.
Laying my life down like Cujo or Blue Nose. We go all out. Ever since we sent the call out, we've been head hunting till we fall out. When my dogs heard his voice, we followed the call. He ain't have to draw it out. It was Christ who let the dogs out like.
Welcome to the Most Definitely Podcast. Here we talk about life, Christ, and everything encouraging. I am your host, your boy, Isaiah. What's up, y'all?
Yes, sir. And it's your boy, Stace, man. What's going on?
What's going on, family out there, man? How y'all been doing, man? We excited about this one today, man. It's going to be good.
Yes, sir.
So I hope you guys are strapped in and ready to go and listening to this good podcast on tonight, man. Wherever you listening to it, man.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, man. Yeah, like we always do, we rock it, man. Get it in, talking about the weeks, man. Stace, bro. You know what, bro?
Uh-oh.
Let me know, man. Let me know what the week has been holding for you, man.
I thought you was about to switch it up. Like, you know what? Okay. So, man, my week has been really, really good. You know what I mean? Just coming back off the vacation. Mm-hmm. So, literally just touched down last night.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? So, I'm feeling really not energized, but relaxed, I guess. You know what I mean? You know how you just come off a vacation and you still kind of, it's almost nostalgia a little bit.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know, like you just feel like you're still there a little bit. Mm-hmm. So mentally, I'm kind of still there, but man, it was fun times with my family, my entire family. I was only missing two of my aunts, I believe. They didn't come, but other than that, man, we kicked it, bro. I swear, every single night we were down there, we had fun, and it was a joy to be around everybody. So that was real cool. That was real fun. We went down to Branson, for 4 nights, 5 days, and had fun there. But then, but I mean, all in all, I mean, I can say that I let loose 100%. So I didn't work out. Yeah. I didn't eat right. I didn't eat right at all.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for breakfast, I was having cake and pies and leftover dressing from Christmas. And I mean, I'm telling you.
You was going in, bro.
Yeah, because in my mind, I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to let my hair down, I'm just going to let my hair down.
Hey, man,
whether I got hair or not.
He said, I'm going to get my MJ on, man.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm going to get my Michael Jackson on, man.
Hey, man, we had a lot of fun, and
cool.
I don't regret any of it. So I started today was technically the start of my week.
Oh, okay.
And I went in, so I've been back to my omelets in the morning, back to my heavy protein. Lunch is still not a lot of fats in my diet, you know what I mean? So I'm getting back to, normalcy, you feel me?
That's good
but I did go in. I can't
lie.
lie, I did go in.
Yeah, most definitely.
What about you, man? How your week been?
Bro, the week's been solid, man. Man, I had of course, I think, man, same thing with me, man. I just was enjoying spending time with the family, man. We
okay.
Had some we played some games, you know what I'm saying? The day before Christmas, and in my family, man, it's so crazy, bro. Like, I'm so used to, like, being young, like, you know what I'm saying, and going to sleep, waking up on Christmas Day and the presents being there. Mm-hmm. But it's like a new tradition now with the fam. Like, our kids now want to open a Christmas present before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So they'll ask for a present, Oh,
just one of them or all of them?
Just one of them. Actually, last year, bro, I let them open up all of them because they was just working my nerve. Wow. And they just kept pressing moms, and you know how moms is. She gives in easy, and and it's like, and they like, oh, we want to open up one present. I'm like, no, y'all gotta wait until the day, because I'm so used to that type of vibe,
that traditional thing. I can't say that my wife, that's like a tradition in her family.
What, opening them the night before?
Opening one gift.
Oh, wow.
So let's just say you got 8, you open one, you still got 7 to open.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So you pick your favorite one that you've been really wanting to open,
For
and
real?
Then, yeah, that's kind of been their tradition. So we do that sometimes.
Man, that's good news then, man. At least we're not alone, because it's crazy, bro. I'll give them the one that I know that I wrapped. That's either some clothes, like some socks or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
My mama used to do that to us. Sometimes, she'll let us open one. Yeah. And she'll give me a little bottle of Curve cologne or something. And I'm like, I'm 12. You know I don't care about no cologne.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, boy. Yeah, nah. You should have seen their faces, man. Matter of fact, I wish I could put the man, I wish to God, man, I could put it up on here on the screen, man. Let you see their faces, man. They were like so upset, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that what you gave them? Just the small stuff?
Yeah, like I gave them
little baby gifts.
Little baby gift. But like this is them, like when they opened it up, man. I'm gonna throw it up on the screen too.
Oh, okay, dope.
But like,
he said, "What in the what?"
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't go somewhere with this.
So like, yeah, it's crazy.
His toothpicks.
He said he was hot too, man. He was excited, but I knew he was hoping for like something like something that was big. You know what I'm saying? Like a game or something, or you know what I'm saying? Something that he been wanting. But yeah, I gave my older son a pair of jeans, and then my youngest son gave him a sweater. You know what I'm saying? To open and stuff.
That's not bad. I guess when you become a real adult, like, any gift is fine. You know what I mean? So back in the day, I probably would have been pissed if I just got some jeans. But now, if I get a pair of jeans, I'm like, oh, cool. I've been needing a pair of jeans.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
You feel what I'm saying? Our gifts now is like fulfilling needs. It ain't even what you want no more.
Yeah, that's crazy big, bro. And another thing, I was scrolling through Facebook. I saw a lot of people taking pics with their fam. They had their Christmas pajamas on, and actually,
we most definitely did that.
Y'all had the Christmas pajamas and stuff? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's big,
bro. We were supposed to wear the Christmas pajamas the entire Christmas day.
Did y'all take pics in it?
We didn't take pictures in them.
No pics?
We should have. But all of the families had matching pajamas. You know what I'm saying? So my family, me, my wife, my 2 kids, we had our matching pajamas. Everybody had the same exact thing. Yeah. And then, every other family had their own matching pajama set. So it was pretty dope.
That's big, bro. I saw your pic that you posted on Facebook too, bro. You was clean.
Right on.
Bro, you was clean. Had on the actual what was that, the pants shirt with the vest, bro. You was clean, bro.
Hey, right on, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I try to go down there and style, man. I try to feel real Christmassy.
Hey, that's what's up.
That's why I did the plaid and the beanie and everything. I tried to look Christmassy.
That was
glad I pulled that off.
Yeah, I was like, dang, man, he out there, man. You know what I'm saying, getting this good dress vibes in. That's big, bro. That's big, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
But yeah, that's been a week for your boy.
Right on.
And so yeah, man, just been grinding still, working and trying to keep that going and stuff, man. And but other than that though, man, everything's good, man, here at the crib, and the fams is doing well. How's bro, you didn't let me know, man, that you got twins.
Yeah, that was supposed to be one of the surprises. I forgot to bring it back up.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of the surprises I said I had.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, the first surprise was that we were pregnant in general. So the wife was pregnant. I'm like, oh, man. So that was kind of a surprise for us. But then it was a crazy surprise when they said it's twins.
Are they girls, boys?
Oh, we don't know yet. Oh, okay. So we'll know in a month.
In a month?
I think it was 16 weeks. Normally they know the sex of the child in 16 weeks.
Wow.
I don't know if it's the same with twins, but I think it's still 16 weeks. So yeah, we'll know in a month. We'll know in a month what's going on, if it's boys or girls or whatever, or one of each, because they actually not in the same sack. So they'll be fraternal twins.
Wow. So like fraternal. Is fraternal like identical, or is that
Nah, that's the opposite. So
okay.
So identical. Normal. So if they share the same sack, then they're identical twins. You know what I mean? It'll either be 2 boys or 2 girls. They'll look exactly alike.
I get you, bro.
But yeah, they got 2 different sacks, so they have their own separate sack. So that means that it could be a boy and a girl, or 2 girls, or whatever, and they're gonna look a little different. So
Stace, man, I seen that, bro. I was like, wow, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's big, bro, man.
I mean,
that's big.
Literally building a tribe.
Hey, let me give him some, bro. That's big, bro. That's big, man. That's big. Shout out to Stace, man, and the wife, bro, Chelsea, man.
Yeah, so we got the little basketball team growing.
That's big, bro. That's big.
Yeah, I don't know which one of us on the bench. Probably the wife. She probably got to ride the bench because it'll be 6 of us at this point.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So we got the basketball team rolling. But yeah, man. I mean, all good things, all good vibes. It's still, it's a blessing. It's a real blessing to. I put that in the post. I'm like, apparently God feel like we pretty good at this parenting thing. They just gonna give us double the trouble.
Yo, I read it too. He was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys give me a glass of whiskey. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
send up prayers and send me some shots or something. Cause I'm gonna need it.
I was like, yo, that's big.
I'm messing around.
Hey, that's cool though, man. Praise God on that one, man. That's
sure.
a good thing, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, listen, man. So yeah, like I said, all good vibes this way. But all that being said, man, I'm ready to jump right up in this piece, man.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it, bro.
This should be a fun one. So let me go ahead and pull it up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the quote of the day.
Let's get it.
And let you guys know exactly what we're getting into. So this one is by Grand, I believe it's Haldrick, Grand Haldrick. And the quote is, if you spend too much time warming up, you'll miss the race. But if you don't warm up at all, you may not finish the race. So the name of this podcast, the title, we wanted to title it The Warm Up.
Yeah.
And we wanted to really focus in on, and you can tell me if I'm wrong here or if I'm kind of, going too deep into it already. But the point of this one is we were talking about completion. We were talking about execution. And I was getting into, I'm like, man, that's one of them things that I'm really, really into right now is execution. And it's like, I'm focusing in on getting the job done, not trying, not, giving it a great effort. None of that. Like, is it done or is it not done? Because if it's not done, it's not executed. So that's kind of the vibe I've really been on, and I've been on it heavy. You feel me? And when I called you, we were talking about it, and you were talking kind of on the flip side. Not really the flip side, but you were more so on the grind aspect of getting to execution.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like execution is the pinnacle. Execution is what we're looking for. But let's not overlook everything that it takes to get to that point. Yeah. Everything that it takes to get to the points where you can say, okay, I have executed on this mission. You feel me? And I think that's big too. Yeah. And so that's why we grabbed this quote, because it's super important not to focus too much on one or the other. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to have both in order for you to ever be able to really have full execution, because how can you execute on a mission if you're bypassing the warm-up, if you bypassing the practice, if you bypassing the game, you're trying to get to the W of the game, or you just trying to bypass all of that and just get straight to the game or straight to the last seconds of the fourth quarter so you can hit the game winning shot. Well, you got to do a lot to get to that point. Your skill has to be great enough to even get to that point. You feel me? So you can't bypass that part, and at the same time you can't focus so much on practicing and so much on grinding and warming up and all of that kind of stuff that you miss out on the game entirely. Exactly. You know what I mean? Good. So that's kind of what we wanted to broach on this mug. Tell me what you think about that one, big dog.
Yeah, man, it's big, bro, because I was even thinking, like, just taking a basketball squad, for example, when they're getting warmed up, before they get ready to play the game, they are actually, out there, just getting their muscles loose, stretching, and, and they're just really just getting into the groove, because of the game is getting ready to be played. But before the warm up, there's also practice, what I'm saying? And so, you go to practice, you're, executing plays. I heard one of the greats, Kobe, say that, he practiced like he was playing a real game at practice, And he said that he did it that way because it was important, that he, play it like he would play in a real game. And I thought that was so powerful, because sometimes practicing is not really the actual game, so you can't execute how you would in a game, because there's different things on the line, there's different emotions, different feelings, different things that happen. You got refs watching, you
different got context,
you know what I'm saying, the stadium is watching, and all of these different things. So when you're in warm up, I thought about how necessary it is, to warm up before doing anything, because you'll be more engaged in what you're doing. I heard Clinton Powell say this. We was talking earlier this morning, and I believe that's him. It's the guy that played Pinky on Friday. He said before he goes into audition, what he does is he exercises 30 minutes before, because that way it kind of gets that blood pumping. It gets you warmed up and gets you ready to go. Yeah. Because they was talking about how, you know, that you're nervous no matter what, but if you go in there already like blood boiling and you're ready to go, you know, you're in a different mindset, you know what I'm saying, as you're doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying. And so I was like, wow, I said that's so crazy, because anytime I'm doing something like an extracurricular activity, you notice how like it does something, it pumps you up, and then you get to a place to where, you know, you're doing things differently, you're moving differently. And so I thought that was powerful, you know. So that's kind of like, you know, the angle in which, you know what I'm saying, I see a person warming up, you know, and the importance of warming up, you know what I mean? And stuff.
And I was actually, you know, I kind of lived that a little bit this morning, and I do it pretty much every single time I hit the gym, but specifically when I do chest workouts, I have to warm up. You have to, you not necessarily stretch, but you got to get the blood kind of already pumping in there a little bit. In efforts to hit your record or to push big weight and things like that, like you have to. So you got the end in mind, you got the execution in mind. That, man, I want to push 245 today or whatever. So that's the execution that you have in mind. I need to get 3 reps out of that. But in order to get to that point, you have to be able to warm up effectively. You have to be able to get a certain amount of blood in there. You got to be able to, you know, kind of move around and be a little bit more limber than stiff. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what warming up gives you. It gives you, you know, the ability to perform at the rate or at the height that you really want to. You feel what I'm saying? At the same thing as practice. Practice is where you hone in your skills. So if you're not focusing on practice, how are you really going to be, you know, all pro in the game? Like, how are you really going to be an all-star in the game? You can't, because you don't even have the skills, you know, to match that level that you really want to be at. You feel me? So I think that's one of them things that's practical for me, is that I'm so goal driven and execution driven sometimes that I want to just jump straight to, you know, whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing, and then just bypass everything else. But when I do that, then now I'm at risk for injury.
Yeah,
you
that's
know what
big.
I mean? You're at risk for injury. You're at risk for, you know, just messing something up, or, you know, just some things that'll happen down the line that maybe you wasn't ready for or whatever. So you kind of putting yourself at risk when you skip over steps when it comes to getting to execution. You putting yourself at risk.
Wow, that's big. You know, when you was talking, bro, I thought about, you know, Christ and, you know, him coming to basically actually going through that wilderness experience first. That was his warm up before he went into full ministry. You know what I'm saying? That was him basically getting tested on different places, you know, when he went into ministry, you know, because right after he got out of that wilderness experience, you know, angels came and ministered to him. And then the next thing Christ went and did was went to these towns and went to start to minister. So, like, it's amazing, like, everything that we go through, you know, is a warm-up experience. But that place of where you warming up is so necessary. I thought about, you know, just personally in my life, you know, just different things I've been challenged with and just going through lately. You know, as we spoke earlier, I was just thinking, like, wow, I went back on some of the older YouTube videos that was done, and it was amazing how much it was speaking to me now than it was then. And it's like, that's all warm up. That's all a place where, you know what I'm saying, things are starting to get to rolling, you know what I'm saying? Conversations are being spoken more, and, you know, breaking through different atmospheres and different barriers that were, you know, once held up, you know what I'm saying, in my life. Because probably a lot of you guys don't know, like, I was the most quietest person in the room, never spoke or anything like that. But
now he's got 2,000 videos on YouTube.
Hey, it's so crazy, because now it's like, you know, learning to press past that actual difficulty, man, for me was a challenge, because I always felt inferior to speaking all the time in any place, because it just felt like the things I didn't have to say mattered. But doing these YouTube videos and conversing with other people and, you know, being in confrontation kind of gave me that warm up. So when I get to different places, it's not as it's not as difficult as it used to be. And so that warm up is so necessary for the game. That warm up is so necessary for business. That warm up is so necessary for ministry. That warm up is so necessary for marriage. If you think about people that go to marriage counseling before they get married, that's the warm up. You know what I mean?
I was thinking about something else when you said for marriage.
What was you thinking?
I don't know if I can say it. You're trying to be PG-13, but the warm up is important.
Hey, the warm up's important. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That warm up is pivotal.
Important. Hey, most definitely.
Sometimes you can't get to execution if you don't warm
You gotta warm up, man. That's the place. You know what I'm saying? That's how it builds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. For real.
And I think that's with anything. You know, if you go into anything, you know what I'm saying, warming up, like when it's time for the game, when it's time to make something happen, you know what I'm saying, you can make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
That marriage bed undefiled, man.
Hey.
That marriage bed undefiled right there.
Exactly. Let's just leave it there. Exactly.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Nah. Attention, brothers and sisters. Listen, my name is Stace, and I'm here to present to you with the new official sponsor for the podcast, Royal Temple Nutrition. You heard it, Royal Temple Nutrition. Listen, Royal Temple is a fitness movement, okay? And it's designed to get the kingdom more active and more balanced from the inside to the outside. Here at Royal Temple, we push physical fitness as well as spiritual fitness, giving tips, tricks, strategies, and a lot of motivation to help you accomplish your fitness goals, your health goals, and your overall goals in your day-to-day life. So if you know this is something that you're in need of, this is something that you're lacking, you need that get up and go. You need something in your face every day to say, hey guys, we can do it. Please don't hesitate to like and follow our Facebook page. That is exactly what we give you every single day. And it is non-stop encouragement and life hacks to get into your goals and getting them accomplished to your satisfaction, okay? And once you do, shoot us a message on Facebook and we will send you one of our new Royal Temple Nutrition shaker bottles for 50% off. 100% no lie, okay? And all that being said, guys, listen, I love you guys. This is Stace again here with Royal Temple Nutrition, where we honor the fact that our temples are the temples for the Holy Spirit. Join the movement now and enjoy the podcast, all right? Love you guys. Stay up. No, but for real, that's kind of pivotal. It's pivotal, you know what I mean? And then that's just the warm up, and then you switch over to practice, which I would also say it's in a sense the warm up. You know what I mean? But what we're really talking about is execution and the route to execution. Yeah, and that's all a part of the route to execution. You see what I'm saying? So now you go to practice, and this is something else we were talking about. Every piece to the puzzle of execution it's important. It matters. Every piece. So you have the warm-up piece that matters, and then you have practice, and then you have pivotal points of the game, the beginning of the game, you know, the way that you pace yourself. All of that matters when it comes to getting to the end of the game and being able to see that tick in the W column.
That's good,
you
bro.
feel what I'm saying?
That's good.
So now I'm thinking about like practice, like honing in your skills. Like, what are you doing in your, leisure time, or just the time that you have, the time that God has given you each day? What are you doing to really hone in your skills, to build yourself, to build your character, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that your industry needs, whatever industry you're trying to get into, whether it be ministry, whatever it is that you're doing? Are you doing something specifically to build your skills on your days off when nobody else is watching? Like, is that your reality? Because that's one of those things that's super pivotal and super important when it comes to execution as well, because that's where greatness really begins. It begins in the darkness when nobody else is looking, and in the warm-ups and in the practice when everybody else is in their rooms, in their dorm rooms, or doing their thing, or out partying, clubbing, or sleep. Like, when you're grinding and you're doing your thing, like, that's when you're building that character, that resilience, that discipline, the things that are necessary for you to accomplish that goal and really be able to execute at a high level.
That's really good, bro. I thought of when you were speaking about, how like even ball players after they get off, the floor, they've been playing, for 10 to 15 minutes of a game, and then they sit down, and then I always wonder, why do they put a towel over them? Why do they put a shirt back on? You know what I'm saying, and cool themselves down. It reads here, it says like, often they go to the sidelines. Athletes do this to cool down and to soak up sweat. And I thought about how that is a necessary part in your game for execution.
Wow.
Because like we spoke about warming up before the game, stretching your muscles, doing all the things that are necessary for execution. Because like as we dive into execution, one of the things that's so big is that like you want to be able to execute, and you brought some up about execution, that it means to complete a thing, to carry it out, what I'm saying, to make it happen. And in order to carry out a task or an assignment, you have to have a good warm up. Christ, in order for him to carry out what he did, he had to be tempted. He had to, in order for him to understand what we feel, what we go through, he had to feel it. So it was like that warm up was so necessary for the mission. So that way, he'll be able to say, I get it when, there's a problem or something going on, or when there's a weakness. Now I can get to a place to where I can sympathize with that. But in order for the execution to get complete, you know what I'm saying, that warm-up phase, has to be appreciated. It has to be something that, is valued, and I think even for me, I overlooked the warm-up phase. Like for the month of October, a lot of I got a medical condition. It's called plantar fasciitis. I got it that time, bro.
Hey, your last 3 times you've been spot on. You've been spot on.
Hey,
my dude is a wordsmith out here.
Hey, I'm getting it, man. I'm
telling you.
I'm getting it.
That fasciitis.
That fasciitis, bro. But so that month was so crucial for me, man. I got really broke down, but I didn't really understand the warm up phase, and that like when I was getting back into jogging, because I hadn't jogged that much in a long time, what I'm saying? So I just went back into it full throttle. But I think now introducing, myself to a mile here, a mile there, what I'm saying, and just, working my way back up to that. That's the warm-up phase. So when I go execute, run those 5Ks, I'll be okay, I'll be good. And so that in order to carry out that, because I wanted to do the whole month to raise that awareness for breast cancer awareness, but in order for me to execute at a high level, I had to warm up first, but I didn't do that. And like you was talking earlier, that injury hit me, and so the lack of warming up caused me to get an injury, so I couldn't carry out and execute the way I wanted to.
And you know what's crazy is that quote that you just gave me, to me it actually makes it even more pivotal, all the different parts of execution, or what leads to execution. And I didn't even think about this before, but rest is important too, to prevent burnout.
That's good, bro.
And to make you more impactful when you're in the game. You see what I'm saying? Like, think if LeBron right now had to play the entire 48 minutes without sitting down, he's going to look like LeBron for maybe a quarter. And then he's going to start deteriorating, and you might see pockets of him look like himself. But he can't even be himself if he doesn't rest.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like for us, if we don't rest, if we don't take a step back and just sit down and relax, maybe just set aside time, allocate time for leisure or for whatever, then we won't be able to be as impactful when we're grinding. And I've noticed that about myself 100%. I can grind 24/7, right? But I can't grind at 100% 24/7.
Yeah, you're right.
I can. You see what I'm saying? I could go to sleep at 12 and wake up at 4, but I'm not gonna be at my peak that day. You see what I'm saying,
bro?
Or I can maybe be at my peak for a little bit, and then I put it this way. I tell myself, hey, when I'm not actually doing things at work, when I don't have much to do, I'll use all of that time to work on my business. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
But when you have a lot of time on your hands and you don't have specific things that you need to do,
man,
you really will find yourself wasting a lot of time because you're kind of just scrolling, and maybe you do something here and there or whatever. Yeah. And then you, instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to take only 30 to 45 minutes today, and I'm gonna have that as leisure time. I know Undisputed come on, some things come on, some sports shows or whatever that I kind of want to check out. So maybe I'll give myself that time to do that, but the other time I'm gonna give myself specific things that I can do. And because I allocated a little bit of time for fun for myself, now I'm more impactful and I'm more, you know, in tuned and honed in on the things that I really need to be doing.
That's big.
So that I can get to that point of execution.
That's big.
You know, so I think being able to allocate your time well is important too.
Yo, I thought about, you know, the burnout, like when you talked about LeBron James, and I've been playing 2K22 lately, and one of the big things I've been seeing is his bar. There's a health bar that they have, and if you continue to hold that run button the whole time, the health bar runs down, but it only fills back up so much until it, you know, and you run some more, then it fills back up so much, and then, you know, till pretty soon there's this little Gatorade cup at the bottom saying that it's time for him to refresh. So he'll sit down, they'll sub in Carmelo Anthony, he'll sit down, get his rest in, and then, you know what, when it's time, he'll get back in. I thought about the burnout, and there's a difference between executing at a high level like LeBron and executing with precision like Mahomes. Because I thought about this, Mahomes is in for the whole game.
Yeah, because he gets time. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
He's not at all, you know, being subbed out to sit down. Like, he's playing the whole game. And I thought about his execution level. Like, when you're executing, if you are executing strong like that, rest is necessary and important. You know, I believe for all sports, because they still have timeouts and stuff like that as well. But overall, in football,
but if you think about it, I mean, when the defense is on the field, he's over there chilling
and he's resting. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So he gets his rest.
So he still gets his rest. You know,
you're right.
Because when you think about it, if he were to be doing what he's doing for 3 hours straight, which is the normal, you know, length of an NFL game. He'd be dead.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what I mean?
That defense, like, you're absolutely right. That gives him that resting period. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because, you know, now that you even said it, I thought about it because I didn't think about him sitting out for the defense and having to, you know, that time to rest and you know, rejuvenate and everything.
Right.
But that is so necessary, and that's a practical deal. That's something that we can, you know, all see, like, as the necessary part of rest so that you can execute at that high level. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, like Stacey said something big. You can execute, no question. You can execute, but the thing is that you won't be able to do it at 100%. You won't be able to give your all. You won't be able to be mentally focused. You know, you'll be there because we even talked about on the podcast how that it won't be like a job to you no more. You'll just be doing it. But we don't want to get to the place to where we're doing it without the energy, because the energy is what we want, because we want to be able to be engaged and feel what we're going through at that time. I want to feel the motions. I want to feel connected to it. I don't want to just be executing and not feel. You know what I mean?
And I'm starting to think about this too, bro. When it comes to execution, you got to be strategic. This is what we're talking about. You got to be strategic, because you can give 100% effort, but if you need a break, your 100% effort at that point is not the same as your 100% effort when you're rested.
Hello, want to get some Just Jesus wear? Head over to our website at justjesusclothing.com and pick up some Just Jesus wear. We have many things to choose from. We have clothes for men, clothes for women, and we have so much more on the way. I want to let you know that we're so thankful for the love and support you have shown our ministry. Thank you so much again. We love you, and God bless you. JustJesusClothing.com.
Bro, I just heard this. If you're going to give 100% execution, you need to get 100% rest. If you're going to give 100% execution, you need to have 100% rest.
Break that down for me.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get to a place to where you have exhausted yourself doing the things that you do, right? Because you're going to get exhausted going into what you're doing. That's just, you're going to get fatigued. Yeah. You're going to get fatigued. Our bodies wasn't made. That's why we have sleep. Our bodies wasn't made to function without rest. Yeah. You got to get 100% of your rest. You got to get your 8 hours in. You know, you got to rest. And rest could just be, you know, stepping down for a second and just mentally processing some things. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Rest could be, you know, taking a woosah, listening to some music, going outside, looking at the sky. You know what I'm saying? If you are heavy execution mode, like you just said, how we were talking earlier. He was like, bro, you said I feel so refreshed, man. I needed that break, that vacation. You know, you said you still on that, you know, a little bit, you know, and that's what's needed, because, you know, when you execute at a high level, when all of you know, because it's crazy, because when we work, one of the things I know about myself is that I'll go in it and I'll be like, I'll say skip sleep. You know, because you know, because you can just grind and just you know, that's just the mentality. You know what I'm saying? But with that 100% execution, it's necessary to make sure that you're getting 100% rest, so that way, you know what, you can go back and give 100% execution in what you do.
Right. Because like I said before, like you can give 100% effort when you're tired, but your 100% effort when you're tired is not the same. It don't give the same impact as your 100% effort when you're rested. If I'm rested, I can run 100 meters way quicker than I could if I was already tired. You know, I'm giving the same amount of effort because I'm trying. That goes back to what we were talking about before, and now we can kind of cross over into what true execution really is.
That's good.
Because if you're trying, you can try all day, try all night, but trying is not the same as execution. You know, like when you say, hey, I'm going out and I'm executing, that's cool to say, but are you really executing? Because executing mean it's done. Executing mean the check hit the bank already, it cleared. Executing mean the contract is signed and it's already set in stone. Executing don't mean I sent the email and I replied a couple times, or, you know, to get the response, but I didn't really get it. That's not execution. That's trying. That's giving 100% effort, and that's good. But until that 100% effort transfers into it's done, then it's still out there.
That's
you know
good.
what I'm saying? It's not yet finished. It's not yet completed. And completion is a synonym for execution, being accomplished. That was one of the synonyms for execution. So that's one of those things that we could talk about too. Like, what's the difference between, or what did you learn? Because I know that was kind of a revelation for you today, of the difference between execution and trying, or hard effort or whatever.
Yeah, because when you try, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times, you know, you'll try something, and because it didn't work out, you'll stop it. But trying, you know what I'm saying, is just making the effort to do something, getting it done. That was execution. Like, you got it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you said to yourself, you know, hey, I'm gonna try to run 2 miles, right? You know, and you went out and you tried to run those 2 miles, right? You know what I'm saying? You didn't execute it because you didn't get it complete and accomplished. That doesn't mean that you didn't put forth the effort. Right. But to execute, you got to, like you were saying, you have to. It has to clear. You know what I mean? And so when we execute, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go and play this game. We're gonna play against this undefeated team. We're gonna try to beat them. You know what I'm saying? And when we go out and we play our all, we give our all. We use the warm up strategy. We use all that we learned in practice. All of those things. Now we're beginning to, you know, execute. You get what I'm saying? But to get to a place of completion, man, you have to, you know, that's final. You know, there's no question. Like, you know, I think of when Christ was on the cross. This is the only great revelation that I can see. And he looked down, or he looked up, and he said, "It is finished." You know, he accomplished his mission.
He executed.
He everything that he was sent to do, he did it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He didn't. He left nothing on the floor, no stone unturned.
I was just about to say that,
bro. He did everything that he needed to do. And when I think about his mission, all he was focused on was his Father's will. When you think about the mission, when you hear Jordan, all he was focused on was the championship. When you hear about the mission with J.K. Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter's book, all she was focused on was the mission.
Facts.
The mission is, you know what I'm saying? I need to get this book written. The mission is I need to get this ring, this championship, this trophy. The mission is I need to hang here on this cross to die. You get what I'm saying? This is the finished piece of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
And that's so big. You know what I'm saying? So that is what I see as execution. Now, when you brought that definition, that was so big, because I didn't understand that execution meant that completion. Execution is not doing. Execution is done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's
exactly.
big, bro.
It's done. You know what I mean? It's a finished product at that point. You know, and that's why, you know, we love, you know what I'm saying? We love the Secrets of Sex podcast, and one thing that they always say on there is just execute. You know, that's a part of their brand. I believe it's just execute. Wow. And I really believe in that. And but when you really start to break it down, like when I first heard it, I was thinking, you know, just hard. Grind.
Yep.
Just go get it. You know what I mean? But what they're saying is complete. No more trying. Just complete. Just do
what you're doing.
You see what I'm saying? Go make it happen. Go make it happen. You know, and that's one of those things that a lot of us tend to we leave that to chance. We go give effort, but we leave the completion to chance.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, that's one thing that we do, bro. A lot of us.
Wow.
We go out, we give our best effort, what we consider to be our best effort, and if we can't get it, we assume that we can't get it. Wow. But the difference between people that execute at a high level and people that don't, or people that try a lot, is determination. One person just will not accept non-execution. Wow. And so if I don't accept not executing, when I don't execute, or when I go lose a game or whatever, I'm gonna be Kobe, you know, Mamba mentality. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna practice that shot over and over and over. Yeah. What we talked about a couple weeks ago, perseverance. Yes. That's a part of execution. That's a huge part of execution. You know, so I think that's one of the biggest things. Don't leave anything to chance.
Bro, you brought something up too that, you know, earlier you talked about, you know, this guy sending an email, and you know, you said that he said something about like, yo, you just sent it one time. When I think of this, I think of when I heard that, I just thought of a person, you know what I'm saying, just stopping, like you said, leaving it to chance. Like you said, they just said to themselves, you know what, it's just gonna fall in somebody's lap. That's not execution. You know what I'm saying? That is like, you know, actually, truth be told, you know what I'm saying, that's not even, you know, that was really nothing. You know, if you think about it, you know what I'm saying, that was really nothing, because if you are passionate about something, I think this, you know, if you're passionate about something, you are going to execute what you do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's no question about it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get it done. When I think of creating a song, for example, like if this song I know for a fact is one of the songs that is a banger, a song that's like hit me in the heart. I'm like, this one has to get done. It has to get mixed. It has to be, you know, it has to be exactly what it is that I desire for it to be, because if not, then, you know what I'm saying, it's just a song that's just sitting there. But when it's finished and it's done, you feel good about it. That's another thing I want to say too. When you execute, you can rest, but you feel good about that. Let's talk about that for a minute, because I think that sometimes when we execute, we look back, and then, you know what I'm saying, we say to ourselves that wasn't good enough. But hold up, what I'm beginning to see even in this conversation and with execution is that execution doesn't look back and wish it was different. Execution is a finished thing, and I'm going to the next. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It's done.
I'm not gonna revel over, you know, that, you know what I'm saying?
Let's put it this way. This is big. Man. Let's put it this way. Yesterday was executed.
Come on, bro. Hold on, man.
There's no way to go back. There's nothing else to do.
That's big.
I can't go back and change anything about what happened yesterday. That day, that mission is accomplished.
That's big.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's big. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That was one of them ones. Yesterday was executed. Yesterday was.
That's a bar.
Yeah. Hey, that's going in one of them. That's going in one of them.
Hey, you know
no, I mean, but it's done with, you know. So that's one of them things to where, man, you have to be able to. You gotta have. I believe they say it's like a cornerback's mentality. In football, you know, it's like, okay, I gave up a big play, whatever. I was back on to the next play, because literally we lining right back up.
Whoa, my God, you speaking now.
You feel what I'm saying? I can't think about what happened last play, because what happened last play gonna happen this play if I keep thinking about it.
Man, today, bro, I was playing 2K and I lost the game. I lost to the Bulls. No, I lost to the was it the Heat? I think I lost to the Heat, bro.
You was playing with the Lakers?
I was playing with the Lakers, bro.
Well, they losing to everybody right now, so.
Bro, man, they did me scandalous, bro. And you know what? I felt bad after that game, but I got back out. I'm playing the next game. I think I played the Bulls on this one. And as I'm playing, bro, the crazy part was I kept thinking about, man, if I would have just made that last shot. Because they won by 1 point. LeBron got the ball. He's in the paint. He turns around, does a fadeaway, misses it, and the clock goes out. I'm like, man, I said, bro, man, I could have won it by 1 point, and I was feeling like some type of way, and I said to myself, I said, I can't imagine being in the game,
right,
being that close to winning the game, shooting that shot. You literally probably, I'll say, bro, about 6, not even 2 to 3 feet from the goal, and you missed the shot. And I was like, and the weight that was on my shoulders, I'm like, I can't imagine being in the game. And this is what I wanted to say about that situation. What Stace just brought up was so big. Just, you got to have that cornerback's mentality. That shot could have failed, it could have went in, but because it didn't go in, you can't take back yesterday. You can't. Once that clock, that buzzer goes out, it's done. You know, you got to prepare for the next game. Yeah, you know, bro. You got. You cannot just focus on that shot. It's done.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Why worry about the problem when the solution is ahead?
Come on, you know, and you can't solve a problem that, like you said, that's already executed. When something is finished and is done, imagine Christ coming to die again. What for?
Yeah, it's done.
You know what I'm saying? Like what for? You know what I'm saying? Why put yourself through that pressure again?
Not even put yourself through it, because you literally have no opportunity to. You cannot. I can't even put myself through what happened yesterday, bro, because it's already done.
But when you meditating on that thing, you carry it with you in today.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
stuck
saying?
back there. You living in today and stuck in tomorrow. I'm stuck in yesterday.
That's no way to live.
That's crazy. And you said something too, bro, when you were talking about that last second shot. You know how this is what I'm talking about the mentality of the people that we look at and we idolize, and because they're super successful or whatever, but we don't realize the type of grind and mentality that they really have. Man. Like, do you realize that it's been plenty of times that LeBron would score 45 points, and then he would miss the last second shot, and he will be pissed at himself.
Stings, though.
But think about it, bro. When he sees execution, he sees not just I scored 45, not just I got a triple double, 45, 11, and 12. He want 45, 11, and 12 W.
That win.
See what I'm saying? That's execution.
I want that win.
That's execution. Exactly.
The points don't matter. The points matter because they're getting me there, but the points is not the goal.
Yeah.
The win is the goal. There it is.
That's the goal.
There it is, bro.
You know, so everything that we're doing right now, we're striving towards the W. Yeah. Yes, the points are a part of it. The assist, all of that is a part of it. Everything that we're doing is a part of execution. Yeah. But we're right now trying to be in the realm of executing. Yeah. But the execution, you can't say nothing is executed if it's still ongoing.
Because you even, one of the synonyms for it was killed. Like,
oh yeah,
there's no coming back.
That's why they call it execution.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh my God, bro. That's big, bro.
It's done for.
That's big. You know, and it's crazy when you talked about how the people that we look up to, the people that inspire us, the people that educate us, successful people that we look into their lives like, and we get little nuggets and things from. I was watching this interview with Clinton Powell, and it's crazy. He talked about his grind before he even got into Hollywood, and he talked about him struggling, bro, for 10 years, bro, for 10 years. Yep. And what was so crazy is he's like 60 something now. He said, he's getting like almost, it's either close to 10 to 100 racks every month for the rest of his life. He never has to do another film.
Just from that movie? I mean,
no, just from took out another. So much. It was like a pension he did. He when he was younger, he did something where he took out a pension or something it was, or did a pension, something it was. But it doubled, bro, when he got into his 40s and 60s. And so now, he said, when he went back with that pension, he said, bro, he get 10, I think it's either 10 or 100 racks every month for the rest of his life. He never has to do another movie, he said.
Investing.
And what was so wise about what he was saying was, he said that, you know what, a lot of people don't understand that, like we talking about, the grind, and now he's executing everything. Every month he's executing, he's winning, he's getting a dub every month. You know what I'm saying?
Because of all of the work he put in beforehand.
That warm up is so important, and that's what we're trying to press here. That warm up is so important. That whole time he was warming up, getting himself prepared for those dubs every month.
Yeah,
and ain't no telling what else he's doing to get money. He's just talking about that check that's coming from that pension every month for the rest of his life. Ain't no telling the books he's writing. Ain't no telling the other deals he's invested in. Ain't no telling, you know what I'm saying, what he put up and put aside. Like, that is what's so necessary about the warm up right now. Like, there might be somebody watching. Listen, I want you to understand something. Don't get discouraged in your warm up process. Like, all the greats go through the warm up. You know what I'm saying? Kobe went through the warm up. LeBron goes through the warm up. Russell Westbrook goes through the warm up. You know what I'm saying? Davis goes through the warm up. All of the greats go through a warm up. If you hear their name, their warm up, and that's what he said, bro. He said I don't want people to hear my name and don't know my struggle. I want them to know that it took me 10 years being overlooked. It took me years of sleeping in somebody else's house on the floor. He said, if you believe in something, if you love something, you know what, you don't let nothing get in the way of it. Even your own personal you know what I'm saying, mental things that say, like, you know, but hold on, this is taking too long. And the guy was like, he said, man, like, so if somebody been doing this for 20 years, they didn't just give it up. He said, no, if you are passionate about something, you're not going to give that up. The woman that struggled with the issue of blood, she didn't give it up. Like, if you, listen, he said, if you keep doing it, it will happen. Like, there's no question about it. And that's the thing. Like, people have to understand, like, your execution is not execution until it's finished. So why give up? You know, why stop when it's not finished?
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know? And I just want people to have a healthy balance. We say that all the time. But a healthy balance of, you know, looking at execution, you know, seeing your goal out in front of you, but at the same time respecting the warm up. You see what I'm saying?
Man, can I give him some right there, y'all?
Yeah. I mean, you have to be able to do both simultaneously. It's almost like this, and this is kind of how I envision it. You come in your house or your office or whatever, and you got your goal plastered on the wall. You got to keep that there. But when you go to your cell phone and that daily task, that's the warm up. That's the practice. This is what you got to do. You got to do this. You got to do that. That's what I'm doing daily that I have to focus on. But at the same time, I cannot lose sight of my goal. So you got to have a good balance of each. You can't focus so much on the practice or the warm up that you didn't forgot what the goal was, and now you kind of wandered off a little bit and you focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. But you also can't just stare at this goal because you'll never get anything done.
Do you see how important a goal is? Imagine them playing the football game without a championship, without the trophy.
It's all pointless.
What is your goal?
It's pointless.
Like, that goal is so important because that's going to keep you focused and determined.
Oh
my God,
exactly,
bro.
You know how many people would bow out and not even play? They were like, man, this is boring. I'm not trying to even do this.
Hey,
see what I'm saying? I need something to be doing it for. What's the purpose?
Bro.
Yeah,
you in this mug speaking, bro.
Hey, no, listen, man. I mean, that's kind of the mentality that I have right now.
I like that, though.
See what I'm saying? I actually just wrote out some goals today. And in my goals, and that's pretty much what I do. So I reverse engineer all of my goals. I start with the big goal. I put that first, and then I basically go backwards, and I basically break down
medium, and
everything. Not even that. I break down everything that I need to be able to attain that goal. So let's just say I want to make 10 grand a month. Let's just say I want to make 10 grand a month. How much do I need every week? Boom. This is how much I need every week to make that 10 grand a month, 2,500. Okay, you need 2,500 a week. What are you doing, or what can you do to make 2,500 every week? Is there some way that you can do that? You figure out what you can do, what will make you that money. This is what I need to do every single week, and I can hit my goal. That's big. Then my goal at the end of the year is 120 grand. Well, that gets me to my 120 grand.
You know, I love when you said that, because that's the mindset that you have to have. You know, when you take one step and not say, I just want 120. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, you take that one step and say, you know what, this is what I want to make a week. How do I get to making this a week? This is what I want to make 2 weeks. How do I, you know, duplicate what I did the last week, you know what I'm saying, and turn it into a consistent thing monthly. So I'm pulling this in every month.
It's practicality, bro. Practicality.
That's where I'm at now. You know, I think actually that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give me a goal book, and what I'm gonna do is, because when I go back to this job, which I am, you know what I'm saying,
dreading,
boy, I'm telling you. But I do want to get to that place to where, because see, what my job is paying me now, I believe wholeheartedly that I can get that grinding out doing something in my own personal business. I really believe that I can obtain that.
And
like,
you can.
You know what I'm saying? There's no question that, like, I just believe that I can. You know what I'm saying?
It's too much money out here for us to not be able to get to it.
They printing it every day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Every single one of your competitors is making it look easy.
And that's the thing. Like, having goals is the championship trophy. Like that's a weekly trophy. You know what I'm saying? You're setting up weekly trophies. You know what I'm saying? When I play video games, you know what? If you do something a certain way, or if you do a board and you get all of the things on that board, they'll give you a trophy. Or if you know what I'm saying, if you play Call of Duty, you get so many kills, you know what I'm saying, they'll give you a trophy. They'll give you this many headshots because you did something, you know, on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? And you were able to, since you did those things, you executed it. Now here comes the prize. Now here comes the goal. I'll say this, that when you execute it, you say it's finished, get ready for the prize. Get ready for the trophy. Get ready for the ring. Get ready for, you know what I'm saying, what's coming to you, because that execution is necessary, man. And that warm-up is necessary, but like, I love that quote. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just warm up and execute. You don't want to just execute and leave out warming up. You want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you continue to keep those things. And this is what Clinton Powell said. He said he still to this day, you know what I'm saying, before every audition, he'll meditate and he'll pray. That's his warm up. He'll work out. He said he'll meditate, pray, and work out. That's his warm up.
That's what's up.
You get what I'm saying? And he'll go in there, do it, execute it, and he feels good about it because he know he did all that he was able. He gave it all. He put it all out on the floor.
That's what's
up.
And
that is the big thing here. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you're consistent with your warm up, but don't just stop there. Know that practice was important, but now the warm up before the game, you get what I'm saying, is what's I heard Michael Jordan say before every game he ate steak and potatoes. That was his warm up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was
everybody
was
got their thing.
You know what I'm saying?
And he had a glass of wine and a cigar.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, like when he won, he went straight for the cigar. You know, Rodman, they got it in. You know, that's how they vibe. It was a victory. That that's so big, man. That's so big, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I think that's just the biggest thing. You know what I mean? That we all got to do. I won't say the biggest thing, but that's one of the most important things that we got to do is, like I said, respect the warm up, go ham in the practice, go ham in the game. But know that you're doing all of this for the W. Yeah. That's what it is. You're doing all of this for the W. But you need to have a proper level of respect and energy and motivation and everything for the entire process. There's going to be times in there to where you need to sit your butt down and rest. Yeah. Because, like Kobe said, it was, I think we talked about this too. Kobe had an interview and he was like, he was wondering why he just wasn't executing like he should. And he was like, oh, it's probably because I've been only sleeping for like 2 or 3 hours every night.
That's crazy,
and I'm 30-something years old. Maybe I should get my butt in the bed.
That's another thing, too. Know what your body can handle. And this is not just physically. This is mentally as well. This is spiritually as well. Know what you can handle. So that way, when you get an arrest. So when you go out and execute, because there's man, that's crazy. You spoke about age. That with every step comes more. You have to be more cautious, because we talked about like, okay, I made this week, so how can I double it for next week? How can I triple it for the following week? How can I quadruple this thing for the end of the month? You know what I'm saying? That's so crazy big, bro. You Know your body mentally and physically and spiritually. Oh man, that's
Yes,
good, bro.
Yes, sir,
that's
man.
good, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's this is, like I said, this is one of my favorite topics. Just because I love talking about execution. I love talking about getting things done, making things happen. You feel what I'm saying? That's really the mindset that I've been in lately. It's like, it's time out for all of the talking about things. Something I also said previously in one of our other conversations is it's time out for being busy. It's time to really hone in on everything that I'm saying I want to do. And
man,
same
busy,
with both of us.
Busy never accomplished anything.
Yeah. Being busy is not important. Who cares that you're busy? Who cares that you don't have no space on your schedule or your calendar to do something? Bro. Like, are you accomplishing something with all of that time that you have, or all of that time that you're using to do this or using to do that? What's coming back to you? What's your return on investment? You see what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like you're investing all of this time into these things. What are you getting from it?
Wow, bro, I heard this. My son made me read this paper he did at school, and it was about this old woman. And basically, man, there was this bright star that was in the sky. And everybody else seen it but her because she was working so much. And everybody saw this bright star. Like they was like, oh my God, this star's so awesome. They'll come in and tell her, hey, the star's outside, the star's outside. And she's just in there working, just busy working. But she could not stop to look at the star. I don't know who this is for, but I just want to encourage somebody. Like, work is good, but busy is bad, because you're going to miss that star that's in the sky. You're going to miss the opportunity to see something beautiful because you was so busy. I'm not saying, listen, what I'm saying is execute and work. But in order for you to see the star, you got to make sure you're resting. You got to make sure that you're executing. You got to make sure you're doing your warm-up. You have to make sure all of those things are in place. You don't want to miss the star,
especially when you're not executing.
Especially when you're not executing.
Like you don't want to miss the star because you're busy doing something that don't even matter. It's not going to accomplish anything. It's not going to amount to anything.
And it's going to keep you from seeing what you want to see.
If you want to be busy executing. Be busy executing.
Ooh,
see what I'm saying?
That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt, bro.
Well, there you go. There you go,
bro.
Most Definitely Podcast just came out with our first t-shirt.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go.
You want to be busy executing. Feel me?
Let's go, bro. That's big.
Next time somebody tell you I'm busy, you be like, you executing?
You executing? You know what I'm saying?
I almost said something different.
Oh, man.
I'm pulling up on you.
Man, boy, that's big. I like that, man. Hey, if you're going to be busy executing. That's so big, bro.
There you go.
That's so big.
100%, man.
That's
yeah,
rich,
man. This was dope, bro.
Yeah, man. This was crazy rich, man. Listen, man, as we wrap this up, man, Stace, bro, man, what's going on, bro, with the good Royal Temple Nutrition, bro?
Oh, man, listen, a lot of rededication. Like I said, I've been really doing a lot of mental rehab or whatever, as far as just thinking about the way that I want to go with the brand, and everything is still set in stone as far as, all of the different things that I wanted to do. But now I'm like rededicating myself to the mission. So now I'm using my time more wisely. I'm being a little bit more impactful with the time that I have, and I'm allocating it, you know what I'm saying, the right way. I'm trying to. So I'm getting all that stuff, ironed out. So as far as Royal Temple in general, still come over to the page, especially starting Monday. For sure, I will be having content come out daily. Whatever it is, whether it be the podcast or just videos, motivational videos, tips and tricks and things like that, just to keep people motivated and energized.
Let's
and
go, bro.
Just get the faith family a little bit more in tune with physical fitness. That's one of the things, that's the major thing that we push over there. So definitely join the Facebook page, Royal Temple Nutrition. Same thing with Instagram. Follow us, become a part of the fam, and you won't regret it, man. It'll be real dope community too. So
that's big, bro. Yeah,
yes, sir.
Shout out to Royal Temple Nutrition in the building.
All day. What's up with you, man?
Bro, man, same as going, bro. Grinding. Of course, at the end of this month, that month of December, all the prices that were half off are going back to regular prices. So I just wanted to You know, just encourage everybody, man. Listen, man. When you can, I encourage you guys to come over. Make sure you get these shirts. You know what I'm saying? While they're half off, you know, because they're going back on, you know, just full merchandise price. So
yes, sir. Get them while they hot.
Get them. I'm telling you, you know.
Come on.
And you know, the crazy part is that they'll come straight to you. You know what I'm saying? It'll come straight to you. So I just want to encourage you guys. Listen, pick that up. You know what I'm saying, when you can. There's something awesome, man, that's coming out at the top of next year. So I want you guys to continue to be update with me. Continue to come rock with the YouTube channel.
You better.
If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because, you know what I'm saying, the top of next year, there's going to be some crazy things, man, that's going to be exploding into the atmosphere. So I want you guys to be knowing about that as well. But yeah, that's been big with Just Jesus there, clothing.com. Don't forget, every Wednesday night as well, I want to encourage you guys to come in every Wednesday night. We get into the word. You know what I'm saying? It's practical. It's some encouraging things there, man. People are being blessed, man. So many people are giving their life to the Lord. It's been big. So I want to encourage you guys to come check it out. If you need any encouragement, any spiritual nourishment, it's most definitely important you come check me out Wednesday night. But here's the dope thing. If you can't make it Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Central Time, you can go back on the YouTube channel and watch it. You can watch it again. You don't have to watch it live.
Right.
That's what's so dope too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can come back and come watch it again, you know, after it's finished and it's done. So just want to encourage you guys to do that, man. So that there, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just continue to stay encouraged, stay uplifted in Christ's name, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep executing, keep getting it, man. Keep getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And that's what it is, man. Execution is it's all there is to it. It's all there is to it. And it's a lot that goes into executing. Yeah. You just got to make sure that, you know, there's small wins along the line.
That's big.
You know what I'm saying? Along your route to execution.
Yes.
You know, hit that finish line, hit it hard, but don't try to bypass things to get to it.
That's big. That's it. That's
yes,
it
sir.
right there, man. Hey, y'all, man. Well, this was awesome. This was encouraging, man. Just want to send a shout out to those that's been rocking and continue to rock with us, man. So thank you guys, man. And listen, man, one last thing before we go.
Yes, sir.
You already know. Most definitely.
Let's get it.
Let everything that have breath, give him praise, glory. Let everything that have breath, come on, give the glory to his name. Let everything that have breath, give him praise. If you got breath in your body, give the glory to his name.